to keeping with this, well, is uploading the reality that already I just expressed in the title as the writing itself, over already published, and showing what this is. Well, this tierra enferma degenerada keeps on glossing the sickness as abominables, just like the ones that celebrates the delicious of Sodoma, which this land is. The whole abomination and the generation with the pardon of victims. Now, clear fact and realities for these days and these chronologies of the sickness which Argentina has placed an eternal clear fact of root to be with the pardon of victims. This will be like a cradle of the whole of the abominations. In fact, they hate and still does this way. So in the middle of this, while and though everything kept on having spaces and places, I have been telling about what it were the reality of these days all through, while this were my action toward your honors from Geneva were telling to me I made denounces. And I denounced about the invention of the civil case using my family for this extortions of todavía tener avocato, which these degenerados are retaking a hurry for the we are doing it, not him. So, my days in my life, sorry, Abda has a psychotic discompensation with 5 minutes talking, 1 Ruby, associated in body of this degenerates, of the ER, of Hospital Alvear, forgive me, I'm speaking this way. And herein, 5 minutes talking to me and only hearing the parents, while the parents doesn't have no idea and no extra intentional for the making this class of things about putting away them relatives or sons, daughters, or whoever to be, and also with crime organized like Kirchner's makes emporium every day for the market. And so in the middle of this, naturally about just happened that I have been through the problem. And my terrified mother, for what this Ruby and others told her since the beginning, I will be a danger, I will be a very behaving if there will be any chronicity of any danger so violent, and I will hurt her, and I will make disasters or exposing her in a very severe of disasters, because I will be a dangerous team. And came Chica Parkinson, cuerpo médico forense, 5 minutes talking and only to the family, and ¿para qué hace tratamiento? Why don't you do treatments? And why don't you take medications? Oh my God! ¿Y por qué debería? And why the hell should I? Who are you to tell me? Are you understanding that I have rights to doing whatever I want? Who are you to tell me? Alright, let's make it something. We are going to do the chat and we are going to call you about what happens on the case to proceed. That would be being delirious. Saying, I have rights to do or not treatments and I'm going to check myself. Who the hell are you? For this tierra de degenerados, especialmente Kirchner's y Evangelistas Unidos. Misrespected the authority, doesn't recognize us the authority. Oh my God! Because of doesn't forgive and has hatred, and the reveals. Oh my God! Have you sinned? Whatever the argument of horror, of sickness, of hell, which all of those together are, is validation for the making this class of degenerations on the I command. Life lessons, respect lessons. While in this, just to the putting in evidence. After that, everything were closed. But somebody asked or came for the checking. And Oh, because of all this happens, the defense needed to review for the reason of the patients. And one Rudelier y Ferretti degenerados on 4 minutes talking which Interpol shown the supposed making conspirators against the land of Argentina, but maricas, Sodoma y Gomorra, Angelitas Unidos y Kirchners, naturally to murder Interpols and taking positions, spelling Sodoma y Gomorra, naturally. Gestal, Sodoma, Argentina. That's what they are. On the written first, don't you see we're doing? Gestal, Sodoma, Argentina. And the reality for this, and the point of realities, and realities to clarify and putting in evidence of the truth for this, and the truth which this is, and the sickness this are, and dies like forever. The clear of the whole of the things comes around 4 minutes talking on a simple questionnaire for what records to be found about me, and with the terms of, have you been internated? Or, do you take drugs? Do you smoke? Do you take alcohol? And because of saying the truth, no, I have not, and I didn't, and I won't. And why you think you're here? 4 minutes talking. Because of I have been threatened. And I'm going to denounce this, and I'm going to dismiss this, and I'm going to put orders. The liars. The record were this compensation psychotic. And now has the deflective disorders. Oh my God! The liars disorders. Cuerpo médico forense de la nación argentina. Mercado de perras y de degenerados y de criminales a la moneda de prostitutas y degenerados psicópatas ferales que cada uno es. Con el perdón de algunos. And after that, the reality that I already repeated so often and said, I will follow with the same all over. And keeps with the same. Oh my God! The less humanity based on an invention of a supposed civil case, which only would competition given for a family for protection, which is kept for rape and murder, saying the family is not going to run, and neither does. With the masquerade of psicópatas degenerados, with the term of they will teach me life lessons and orders that I should ever done what they demanded I to do, and I should ever bend down and obey. Kirchners, masa de degenerados y perras de Sodoma. And Evangelics United, which are all with them, all associated and being the same part, but victims. So in the middle of this will be chunky merchandise. And I will indeed, don't you see? Lips are taking pills, that is addiction. Diablo de mierda evangelista, te podriste como perra de Sodoma que sos. Diablo deflectivo degenerado, criminal bruja, y es lo que morís por todos los siglos, y tu maldita legión. Perra de porquería. Andar a robar al infierno la muerte que ni siquiera vas a poder dominar. Diablo infernal. So in the middle of the soul, and I'm sorry for this, at the clear of the days, kept on making the same and kept on sustaining the same, and delivering at the proper time for no one to know and no one to accede because it will be a familiar and even international criminal code of liaison office and international court of justice forbidden to touching because it will be a right of state for no one to know and obstructing justice for the keep to less humanity, like the kidnap of the border, which seemed like it were a medical malpraxis. Oh my God, I don't know, were some case of drugs, thanks the family wanted to be internated, the family wanted. Something revealed about drugs, I don't know. And sometimes the praxis, the Blanco thing, oh my God. And horse with coins in the brass, with coins pockets in the brass for the best ever, just how much the worth. In tribunales and inside there, arranging everything, nobody to know, nobody to see. Never got incarnated, never happened, oh my God! And everything will be forged, and I will lie, and I will need medication for truth, but I will be internated because of I will telling lies against the government and delivering that I will be something like many persecutors telling Moya and Toro Martinez, perros degenerados, cuerpo médico forense, ferales, perras infernales that keeps on making the market, even though it seems like being dead. So in the middle of this all, the projection of this land were exactly the permanential of this. And while and though making the supporting by International Court of Justice aware about this with Interpol, and states hold that while though this kept on making the same. Meanwhile, everything delivered at the point for the clear appliquer of a chniche apple sosini. Emple fogra de chmachati sosini in Sicily. So what the fact for this, I will be incapable for the whole of the realities that this perros degenerados, the latter state will be me. For the whole I exist that I publish. Oh. And farthest, that wants to discover a little bit more with extortions and some elemental kidnap, unreachable and obstructing dikes of Sodoma y Gomorra y Evangelista Babilonia. Y sus perros faraónica diabla reventada Kirchners y peronistas. Y Macris now, with a pardon of it, about to make the possibility market business and career in base of mercado de brujas y de degeneradas, B-words, de esta maldita tierra, circo de B-words, tas degeneradas, sorry for this, y abominables criminales de cuarta, which is exactly this, tierra de mierda, con el perdón de víctimas. Now, at the referendum, is exactly like I have been doing. So I made denouncements and I prepared orders that I never presented, like a disclaiming to the chambers. Petition for what it were, an habeas corpus, or something referred about, glefogram aspectus recurso de amparos, which of course this land will never give. And whoever said this did not be done were murdered. So I did present it and I demitted myself to the International Court of Justice and International Criminal Court and United Nations. And I were in a very extortion and stress of severe push for severe years, sending mails and asking Asaktikramin, help me, help me, help me, to United Nations Inquiries Department. And they were really with a very stress and struggle, so oftenly in putting this perros degenerados to, oh, don't you dare to say that this person is needing medication, don't you hear, because if we are in a very condition, in a very stress of the conflicts that others associated to this are making, and all are Jewish, and we are already aware about what we are going to do about this, because of those friends of this are making disasters and pretend to take positions to making organized crime. Way United Nations. New York Plaza. So in the middle of this reality, and while and though, the and the state shown since then, never ever no one except the murdered ever were responsible as no state to be on no institution and no government. But this casta y magelobesemitia, que significa pretendido de majestad en base a ser abominables y lacra de estiércoles. At the reality for playing the seers and the gold in base of destroying me, like I said, my lifetime, Policía de Maricas Federal Argentina and the rest táctica masim, sorry the words, resto de perras maricas, degenerados ejército argentino, extras, delivering, I had to be the scum and they had to be about them ancestors shown them the call of me. Like steel tires. With them peronistas, with them evangelistas, with them milodistas, with them perosistas, with them rebesistas, which is not Jewish, with them schmelbetishkelsals, with them Hitleristas, with our all Kirchners. Da Troviano. Cría de la bestia. Luciano Troviano. So, referendum for this, and I'm sorry the terms, again, forgive me please. happened the clear fact of the pleu respecticographie batselavische karofede kamaronshmi machlagni samar. And I started to demand my situation to International Court of Justice, starting with anti-corruption of government office. Coalition today for the ICT. Now, while and though we're permanently a situation to obstructing and making time out and researching for delivering truth, and while and though we're destroying my life and making this infrastructure of PERROS DEGENERADOS, Brujolandia, Sodoma y Gomorra, Argentina, consider of expertise and armed forces and security, paranormal security for the supposed allegating, conspiring and anti-terrorism over paranormal teller, chat with evangelistas, brujas de mierda, declaring them to be the official, and whoever to making the survival about Rachel to sustaining will be a terrorist and a teller and a demon. And Rachel in Holy Kadosh. I'm sorry the terms. Adameno and Chai. Cría de Lucifer son. And playing the super government and the superior of all until the point for the pleb machliki visosim. So Your Honor's asked I'd be in the middle of the situation for the representation of the orders at the acknowledge of my royal